As I'm sure you guys know, there's tons of compliment monster fragrances out there. We see them marketed all the time, and typically a lot of the popular fragrances from the high-end popular designer brands are usually going to be geared for getting you compliments. However, there are a few of them that may surprise you in terms of how many compliments they actually will get you. You may look at them and not really think it's going to be something that will garner a lot of compliments, but in reality, they really do work well with getting you attention. So that's what we're going to be going over today. 10 surprising compliment getters. Done this video before, but this time, as I've been going through testing a bunch of new stuff here recently, I have a few new fragrances in which, in my opinion, are honestly surprising on how many compliments they got for me. So if you guys like videos like this, make sure you get subscribed to the channel. And also, I will provide links to all of these down below. If you want to check any of these out, pick any of these up, you can hit those links down there. Let's go and jump into it. First up, we have Pure Excess Night, Paco Rabanne. You guys know all about this one. It's a great scent, a fantastic flanker to the original Pure Excess, and it may surprise you on how well this one actually does. Now, it is a Paco Rabanne, right? And they're typically known for getting you compliments, but this one, Pure Excess Night, goes in a bit more of a different direction in terms of its wearability and uniqueness. It's a bit more unique and a bit more different than the original Pure Excess, which is, very mass appealing, and overall is just kind of a bit of a different one from the brand, but it still does have something about it that women do find sexy, and it works great, a lot better than I was initially expecting. Second up, we have John Varvatos Oud. So this is another one where I was not at all expecting this one to be one that would garner me any sort of feedback or compliments, but this one really does, and I guess it does make sense. It's not a super strong oud fragrance, so it's nothing to be concerned about there, but you will find that it is a sweeter scent, and it does share some comparisons to a couple others from John Varvatos, notably Dark Rebel Rider. I do get a little bit of a similarity there, but this one also does kind of do its own thing and become its own fragrance, but you can kind of pick up on little nuances that may remind you of Dark Rebel Rider. It's still a great scent from John Varvatos with a lot of mass appeal, and again, it may surprise you how well this one does when it comes to garnering compliments, and I have a feeling here coming up in the fall and winter time, it's going to do that much better. That's John Varvatos Oud. Moving along, we have Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Cologne. This is the cherry almond fragrance. It's definitely something different and not for everyone, so you have to be into those different unique designer fragrances to really get on board with this one, but you will find for some weird reason that it does get you compliments, which I wasn't at all expecting. It's a bit different, and even for me, when I first got it, I wasn't fully on board with it. I actually sold my first bottle that I got, I believe, a couple years ago. I did a review on it. I featured it in some videos. I liked it, but it just wasn't something I found myself wearing, so I got rid of it. But now I've got it back, or I've got a new bottle along with a couple others from the line, and I do really like it. But again, you wouldn't expect this one to be a compliment getter, but it does surprisingly well. Give this one a shot if you want something different, and you will have some compliments following after that. Moving along, we have Givenchy Gentleman Boisee. Not really expecting this one to be too much of a compliment getter. Gentleman EDP smells great, and that one will garner you compliments because of its sweet nature and the fact that's a bit different. This one kind of has a bit more of a freshness to it combined with the sweetness, and it's not that I was thinking that people were going to think this smells bad, but I didn't think it was going to be something that really would go out of the way to garner up some compliments, but this one does, and I guess it does really make sense, being that it is a bit of a fresher take on Gentleman EDP, so I can see why, but I don't know, I wasn't expecting it. I didn't think it was going to do as well as it has done. I don't know, it's a nice scent, maybe not for everyone. Some people may find it kind of boring, being that it is a new release and maybe not quite living up to some of the other flankers from the line, but I think it's pretty good and it will get you compliments. Moving along, we have Bvlgari Man In Black. Of course, this one here will be something that will garner you up some compliments, but it does more so than I was initially expecting. But the reason why I wasn't quite expecting it was because of how warm and spicy that it is. Something like the original Spice Bomb EDT, which this one is similar to, is a great compliment getter, but this one goes in a bit more of a boozy direction, and I was almost thinking that I was going to make it a bit less appealing to people who aren't into fragrances. I also find that this one has more of a dressed up type of smell, whereas Spice Bomb EDT is a bit more playful. So I kind of figured it was going to be something that would garner positive attention. I didn't think that I wasn't going to get anything, but just the amount that this one does get honestly impressed me. And I don't know what it is about it. People like I guess it's a delicious smelling scent, which I would agree with. That's Bvlgari Man In Black, a great smelling scent that again will pull you some compliments. Moving along, we have Dunhill Icon Elite in this big hefty bottle. I mean, this thing could literally be a weapon. The cap has heft to it, the bottle itself very heavy, and when you snap this thing into place, I mean, did you hear that? That means business. This is a great smelling scent though. It's a woody, spicy scent primarily. You'll find that this one's actually the cheapest Dunhill Icon fragrance online. If you look, you'll see that you can usually get the lowest price on this one compared to like the original Icon Racing, Icon, whatever else they have. This one is going to be the cheapest. Not really sure why. Maybe it's the least popular. I don't know. But I think it smells really good. I do. I think it's a nice scent. Kind of doesn't get talked about. Maybe gets a little bit of negativity. But I think it's pretty good for what it is. And surprisingly, this one garners compliments. It really does. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just because it's a woody, spicy, masculine scent. But it is something that will get you positive feedback. And honestly, probably more than what you were expecting. Following that, we have Navitus Parfums Navus. This one is a nice, fresh, invigorating scent with a nice woody backbone. It smells incredible. It's got really nice quality and it's really strong as well. When you spray this one up in the air, you will be able to smell it for a long time. It lingers in the air on your skin. It's got good performance and good projection. And smelling it, it smells nice. You can tell the quality coming through is really good. Again, it's a great, invigorating, bright, vibrant smell. And this one will pull in the compliments like no other. You will be surprised on how much this one will turn people's heads and get them intrigued and wanting to know more. Moving along, we have Lacoste L'Homme, the nice orange rhubarb based fragrance. Again, wasn't expecting this one at all to pull as many compliments as it does, but I guess it's something a bit new, a bit exciting, a bit different. And the fact that it just is pleasant and nice smelling, well, that'll give you the recipe for compliments. That's just how it is. It's a great one for spring and fall, and that we are coming into fall. This one will be a nice one that you can wear really more for early fall when it's still kind of warm. Once we get into closer to winter, when it's really getting cold, maybe not the best contender, but kind of right now and leading up to it, check this one out. Lacoste L'Homme, you'll be surprised on how many compliments it'll get you. Following that, we have Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Of course, as you guys know, the main notes in this one is going to be leather. It smells great. It's got a bit of a floral component in here, giving it some freshness. If you smelled Ombre Leather 16, that one uses violet or violet leaf to kind of give it that fresh ozonic type of smell. And it smells very similar here to this one. I love both. The signature version here, obviously, is going to be the more affordable, more obtainable version. It's honestly the one to go for. Really no sense in tracking down Ombre Leather 16 unless you are a collector and you want to have it. This one will suit you just fine. It's a really nice masculine scent with really good performance. I get great performance from both this signature and also Tom Ford Beau de Jour in the signature line. They're kind of re-releasing them into bottles that look like this one. I get good performance from these, so that's a plus. You're getting a great performing scent at a cheaper price than the private blend. This one, you will be surprised, honestly, on how many people actually like this one. You may think it's a bit daring and, maybe not too sure if it's going to be something that people will like, but trust me, give it a shot. You'll be surprised. And hey, at the end of the day, there's a reason why Tom Ford decided to bring it over into the more accessible and more affordable line of fragrances. It's because it's going to get compliments. And finally, last up, Azzaro Pour Homme Intense, another warm, spicy with a boozy accord. It still has that Azzaro Pour Homme DNA, that kind of aromatic fougere smell, but just with a warm, spicy cinnamon touch over top of it. It's honestly a really, really good fragrance, and for the price, you can't go wrong. Also, the amount of compliments you're going to get from this one, can't go wrong with that either. So guys, there you have it. That was 10 unexpected compliment getters. Again, I wasn't really thinking that these fragrances were going to pull as many compliments as they do, but hey, they just work. So if you guys like videos like this, make sure you get subscribed down below so you can stay up to date when I release new videos. And again, I do want to point your attention to the description box below. If you want to check any of these out, pick any of these up, we'll link them all down below. There will be the best prices that you can get them for. I'll have all the discount codes ready for you as well. That's going to be it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow night with another one. Take care.